know, my favorite is I Have a Dream. I always practice this. Lincoln was too difficult for me when I was a student. But looking back now, you know, when I read it, I really appreciate that I did it. And Obama actually learned from Lincoln a lot, right? So the history continues. And I just want to talk about the history. Mr. Kato just touched upon the history of our own. Not many people know about Matsumoto, right? He actually wanted to go to Hachiko to give this JFK speech.
Yeah, if you still want to, I can.
Nobody. It's too cold too. And he didn't. It's only you know. But you know, going down on the memory lane, so to speak. He and I, of course, was a student. We used to practice making a speech at Hachiko. You know, in my case, I really wanted to have attention, get attention. So this kind of thing is great for me because when I was a student, nobody listened to me, right? So I stood just in front of the Hachiko statue and I spoke, nobody cared. So I decided to stand in front of the people who are waiting for the intersection, the lights, you know, red light, everybody waiting, right? So I go like, okay. And so my fellow Americans, ask not, I did this. So we're kind of crazy, right? Crazy students and crazy teachers, taking students there and just do it, right? You know, that was the time. Yes. Speaking of project work, we did have project work. Well, I was interviewed actually by Tanike about 3-4 days ago for the book. You know, thank you very much for writing the book for us. She interviewed me, the brief history about this and project work, what's the difference now and before. I answered that when we were students and teachers at Matsumoto, all classes were divided according to the class, I mean the year they entered. So first year students are only together with first year students. And April students, only April. October students, only October. And we had a lot of difficulty because, you know, you can imagine that. If you are only with new students, you don't know what to do. And even you don't know the merit of working together, right? And then, let me just move on to the next stage. Phoenix. We had a period. We ran Phoenix English College. And we changed the system a little bit. And in Phoenix, we had mixed students. Okay. So just like now. And it worked very, very well. And the third challenge was Kaplan. And believe it or not, I believe this is the best stage now. And I believe forward will be even better. After best, even better. I don't know if it's correct. Don't check grammar, okay? Yeah. Well, what is better? Because at Phoenix, only the friendship in each group was strong. But people didn't know each other much. You know, if the students belong to Monday night group, they're only friendly among themselves. They didn't really know about Tuesday drama members. I mean, they're not really unfriendly, but no, they didn't really have a chance to get together. But here, you know each other very well. I know you're all from different groups. And that is great. Because after all, we learn English to communicate with different kinds of people. Sometimes robots, I don't know. Sometimes people who don't look like human beings, but we need to talk, right? That's a fun part of learning language too. So it's great that you know each other, you're opening your mind and trying to communicate with each other. And that is a great thing about Kaplan. But I know that this is just the beginning, just starting to happen. So at Ford, I'm pretty sure that this will be even better and you have more fun to study English. Many people say, how do I motivate myself to continue studying, right? But you don't have to worry here because you have friends who can motivate you to study hard, right? So anyway, touching upon the history, this is the best stage. I'm sorry if my old students were listening to me, but things should make some progress, go forward, right? So in my past 30-some years of teaching experience, this is the best place. And I'm proud of you. This is the best place because you are so great, right? Even this event, I wrote something on my blog that, I was going to have a one-day program today, but because we had to prepare everything. Have you noticed there's so many boxes there? If you don't know anything about it, maybe you think, oh, finally Kaplan is closing. What's going to happen to my tuition, right? Okay. But anyways, we are busy packing things for the renovation happening from tomorrow. But Mr. Kato said, maybe we can ask students. I mean, students wanted to do some events, so just tell someone. Just tell someone? You know, irresponsible, I said. And then he said, oh, okay, no problem, right? Maybe I'm going to tell Masashi first. Okay? So Masashi, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
What time it will begin? Sometime evening. Let Masashi decide.
I guess suddenly a really big responsibility.
Yeah, well, Mr. Kato was saying, Masashi is so great. He can organize everything. Much better than I do. So, and thank you. And everybody's cooperating. And you wanted to have a party. And they actually checked, Mizuki also helped him find a place for a party. Yes, almost made a reservation, but you know, it's a difficult time, Christmas time, to keep a reservation. It's kind of expensive. So I said, we can just keep the place open. And then you guys said, okay, we can bring food. And this is nice, isn't it? Yeah, the school prepared something, but you prepared something so we can all share. And this is great. Sharing is most important in learning language, and that's the part of communication, right? So this is happening now, so I'm quite happy. It's almost 6:30. I believe that your next party, you're hungry already, begins for 6:30. And those of you who are watching this Ustream program, actually, we're going to get some food and drinks, but we're going to continue. We are not just going to continue. I mean, we're not going to have drinks and food. We're going to have more events. Looking at your schedule, I was thinking, wow, you have so many things to do in the second party, right? Second party is even more attractive, so I'm really looking forward to the second party.
Yes.
Okay.
There are lots of contents, so if you have time, keep staying for having a drink and food and enjoy the events together.
You have a nice smile. I'm sorry, he wrote about it in the student's blog, but when he first started here and made the first speech, he didn't have any smile. Now you're quite natural.
Yeah, I have a feeling Masashi is not the robot anymore.
Yeah, actually, that's I called by lots of robot or the army soldier.
Okay. So those people who supported robot, can you stand up too? I know you have more chance, but today, those people who planned this, can you ask them to stand too? Anyway, yeah. It's not only Masashi, right, who worked with him. So people who helped him today, maybe organizers. Hidemi, of course. Okay, but the students?
Yeah, lots of students, and especially for that's the drama group.
Drama group. Once again, can you stand up, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stand up. Thank you very much. Yeah, and Mr. Kato said, Hidemi, aren't you cold? No. You look so perfect in that costume too. And of course, Hidemi is always thinking about students and planning a lot of things. Thank you very much. And crying while sitting. She's crying all the time, but anyway. Okay. All right. So thank you very much. So let's enjoy the second party, everybody. Thank you.